Hey, welcome to a fresh new episode of the TD News Show, and a happy Friday to everybody. And thank you all for wishing me on my birthday. You guys really made the day. And now we have a show to run and news to tell. So let's get going and let's start the show with Nvidia because it seems like that Nvidia is preparing a proper reply to AMD because it looks like that they are working on two new GPUs, one with a GA102150 chip with 7424 CUDA cores and 10 gigabytes of GDDR6s memory, and it is rumored to be the 3070 Ti priced at $599. And the second one is a GA102250 chip with 9984 CUDA cores and 12 gigabytes of GDDR6X memory, which is gonna be the 3080 Ti priced at $899. Although this is a rumor, so as always take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time I have said numerous times in my videos that Nvidia will definitely launch some Ti variants of their GPUs. They will definitely do that, and believe me, no matter how many rumor comes and goes, I will stick to my point that Nvidia will definitely going to be launching some Ti or super variant of their GPUs. Now the next news is coming from AMD because it looks like that the RX 6900 XT is gonna be AMD exclusive. Well, what does that mean? So, well, on November 18th, when the RX 68000 series will launch, all the AIB models that you will be able to buy, those are going to be a reference PCB with a custom cooler made by that particular AIB. But AMD in talks with their AIB partners that they will launch the RX 6900 XT differently, and by differently I mean that all the AIB cards not only will have the reference PCB but also will have the cooler, which is gonna be designed by AMD. And this is not the first time that AMD has done these type of things. They have done it on the Vega launch, they have done it on Radeon 7 launch, but that doesn't mean that you won't see some custom PCBs or custom cooler. You will definitely see, but those will come at a later date. But at the same time, this is not confirmed. But you know what is confirmed? That AMD's new GPU is gonna have ray tracing, although we haven't seen any kind of ray tracing performance in the event. AMD haven't told us how these GPUs gonna perform in ray tracing scenarios, but some news are coming out, and by that news it looks like that these new GPUs gonna have the ray tracing performance similar to their last generation or Nvidia's last generation of GPUs. I mean, like the 2080 Ti. So that means it puts it, if I compare it to the current generation, it will put it around the 3070 mark. And honestly, this is understandable because this is the first time that AMD making consumer centric ray tracing GPU. So honestly, it is understandable, and at the same time we don't have a clear picture of AMD's ray tracing supported games. So that would be also interesting to see what games will support AMD's ray tracing or Microsoft DirectX Ultimate ray tracing support. And the next news is pretty interesting. RISC-V comes to PC. RISC-V architecture is a relatively new instruction set architecture developed at University of California, Berkeley. RISC-V ISA is a fifth generation of reduced instruction set computing or RISC ideology. A company working on this technology and helping to grow the ecosystem is C5, and they developed a new ecosystem named Hi5 that will enable developer to make and optimize even more softwares for this architecture and platform. Now if you want to know more about this architecture and that particular board, well, I have linked down their official page with an article, so definitely go and check it out. And talking about checking out, this is the time for checking out today's quick news. So Let's start the quick news. NASA confirms OSIRIS-REx has secured its asteroid sample. Intel confirms Rocket Lake S features double-digit IPC increase. Starlink tester will pay $99 per month for SpaceX satellite internet. Sony updated PlayStation app can manage your PS5 storage remotely. PlayStation CEO thinks VR's bright future is still years away. No Man's Sky to receive next gen update. Halo Infinite director Chris Lee stepped down from the project. Noctua expand Chromax Black lineup of CPU coolers. Corsair acquires EPOS Cam webcam application. Power Color tease Radeon RX 6800 XT Red Devil. Netflix is raising the price of standard and premium plans in US. Now that was all for today's techie stuff, and if you want to know more about these topics, there will be all the links down in the description. Now let's talk about some of the stuff I like, and let's start with Uncharted. Finally, after lots of delays, after lots of recast, the movie started filming few months ago. Now there are news coming out that the movie is finally finished its filming process. So now they just have to go through the editing process and then do their promotion. Then we will see the movie, and I think probably we will not see that movie this year, but probably next year. And I think that the Uncharted movie is not gonna be a theatrical release, but it's gonna be something like a OTT platform release. I'm not sure about that, but I think that's gonna be something like that, and I'm kind of excited about that movie. Like, I honestly want to see how Tom Holland does as Nathan Drake. Some people, as I said in one of my episodes, that not happy with Tom Holland being Nathan Drake, but I'm 50-50 on that. So let's see how that movie turns out. And talking about movie, Michael Bay's new thriller based on the current situation around the world. Its first trailer has been released, so go and check it out. I have linked down a IGN article in the description so you can read or know more about that movie. But honestly, like, the movie looked pretty good. Like, some people have their own style. Like, some of the legendary filmmakers around the world had their own style. No matter you're talking about Alfred Hitchcock, Stanley Kubrick, Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino, then Michael Bay, David Lean, or it's Christopher Nolan, or if I'm talking about Indian filmmakers, Mrinal Sen, Satyajit Ray. All these people had their signature style of filmmaking. When it comes to Alfred Hitchcock, his like how Psycho is, like, the best way to tell Alfred Hitchcock's style. If you haven't watched the movie Psycho, go and watch it, the Psycho. Then talking about Stanley Kubrick's style, 2001 Space Odyssey, The Shining, that's his how. Like, if anybody watching a horror stuff, and like, I have watched some of the horror stuff, some horror movies, and I was like, wow, this is giving me very good Kubrick vibes. And that, by that I mean, I'm referring to the how I felt while I was watching The Shining or the 2001 Space Odyssey. If I'm talking about Christopher Nolan, his choice to no VFX and expressing or telling a simple motif with its complex way. Or if I'm talking about Spielberg and Scorsese's way of storytelling, or Martin Scorsese's twist, or David Lane, like, he was a legend. If you guys haven't watched Lawrence of Arabia, just go and give it a watch, man. That movie, like, that one movie won 7 Academy Awards and got nominated for 11 Academy Awards. Like, The Lord of the Rings owned 11 Academy Awards and got nominated for 17, and that are like 3 different films. And yeah, you can think like the whole Lord of the Rings is an epic story separated into 3 different sections, but those are 3 movies, and they own 11 Oscars in 3 different Academy shows. But Lawrence of Arabia own Best Director, Best Film Editing, Best Cinematography, Best Score, Best Sound Mixing, then Best Production, I think, something like that. So they own 7 Academy, 1 film. And David Lean is something, he used to do his, like, as I was telling you that everybody had their signature style, and David Lean has he had something different. Like he introduced something totally different, unorthodox, making a huge giant world and telling a very intimate close story. It's like some of the shots of his movies, like if you will see, like it, you can see it's totally a huge wide angle big shot, or even it's a shot from a tighter lens. It was shot from very distance to make those characters feel very isolated and lonely, and he's just amazing. Yeah, then some people have their setbacks, like the Renee's daughter, or Passage Through India. Those are not that great, but yeah, like Lawrence of Arabia, if you guys haven't watched it, just go and watch it. And honestly, if I start talking about movies and filmmaking, I will go for hours and hours. You won't be able to stop me. But yeah, talking about the Michael Bay movie, I'm really interested, and it's Michael Bay, man. Like, talking about Michael Bay's signature style, go extra on everything, go overboard, use big explosions, and how can you forget his talent of product placement? Like, he is one of the legendary directors that's gonna be remembered, as he was the king of product placement. Like, the last Transformer movie was a feature length product placement of different products, and even on the trailer, I haven't noticed it. Like, I haven't like analyzed it frame by frame, but if I do, I can easily found a bunch of product placement. Like, even you are watching the trailer, you can find, like, I found 2 or 3 product placement of LG Wing, their new phone, or LG G7, something like that. Like, they promoted LG. It's a simple thing, that's how stuff works. Michael Bay is king of product placement, and yeah, I'm interested about these movies. Like, you cannot say to no, like, you cannot say no to a Michael Bay movie. Like, I grew up watching Bad Boys, so yeah, I'm pretty interested about this movie. And talking about interested, you don't have to be interested in this video anymore, because this video is ending. Yes, this is the end of this video. This video is ending. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't, leave it a dislike. But man, like, I won't even tell you that it hurts. Like, you guys, it's like, no matter what I say, no matter how much time I tell you, it hurts so bad. But you guys do your dislike, so go ahead, do it if you want to make me sad and give me pain. But if you want to watch more videos from us, check out this video right here. And if you want to subscribe, which I appreciate if you do that, well, do it by here. And this is Akash, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey mom, is there any cake left? I'm pretty hungry.